How many times have you told yourself, I will start tomorrow. Tomorrow I will study English. Tomorrow I will go to the gym. Tomorrow I will begin my dream. But tomorrow never comes. And that's the reason so many dreams die before they are even born. Winners know a secret. Tomorrow is a trap. The world is full of people with ideas, with plans, with dreams. But the graveyard is also full of dreams that never became reality. Why? Because people waited. Fear is clever. It whispers, not today. Wait a little longer. You're not ready yet. And many people believe it. They keep waiting for the perfect time. But the perfect time doesn't exist. The truth is simple. Action beats fear. Every single time. When you act, fear gets smaller. When you wait, fear grows stronger. Think about this. A man wanted to start speaking English. He waited for months, telling himself, I need more grammar. I need more vocabulary. I need to be perfect first. Do you know what happened? Nothing. 1 year passed, and he was still waiting, still silent, still dreaming. Now imagine another man. He started speaking with broken English, with mistakes, with fear. But he spoke. After 1 year, he was fluent. Why? Because action builds results, while waiting builds regret. So let me give you a promise. If you take action today, even a small step, your fear will lose its power. This story will show you how winners think, how they fight fear, and how they act without waiting. Stay with me until the end, because what I will share can truly change your life. And if you want more powerful stories like this, stories that not only teach you English, but also wake you up, make sure you subscribe right now. Don't wait. Winners don't wait. Why do people wait? It's not because they are lazy. It's not because they don't want success. The real reason is fear. Fear wears many masks. Sometimes it looks like perfectionism. You tell yourself, I will start when I'm ready. I will start when everything is perfect. Sometimes it looks like excuses. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have support. And sometimes, fear hides behind comfort. You say, I'm fine. My life is okay. Why risk it? But deep inside, you know the truth. You are not fine. You are not satisfied. You are not living the life you really want. Fear is a liar. It tells you that safety is better than growth. That waiting is better than trying. That tomorrow is safer than today. But fear forgets one important thing. Tomorrow is never promised. Think of all the people who had dreams but never acted. A book they wanted to write. A language they wanted to learn. A business they wanted to start. Years passed. Life moved forward. And those dreams died inside them. Not because they were impossible. Not because they were too hard. But because of waiting. And here is the shocking truth. Doing nothing is still a decision. When you wait, you are deciding to lose. Winners don't wait, because they know waiting kills dreams faster than failure ever could. There are two kinds of people in this world. The first group is full of dreamers. They have vision boards, notebooks, and endless ideas. They talk about their goals with passion. They say, one day, I will do this. One day, I will achieve that. But years pass, and they are still talking. Their dreams stay locked inside their minds. The second group is smaller. These are the doers. They don't just talk. They act. They start with what they have, even if it's little. They begin before they feel ready. They make mistakes, but they keep moving. Dreamers think. Doers act. Dreamers plan. Doers try. Dreamers wait. Doers create. And here's the important lesson. The world doesn't reward ideas. It rewards action. Nobody pays you for the dreams in your head. Nobody respects the book you never wrote, the song you never sang, the business you never started. But when you take action, the world notices. Step by step, people start to listen. Step by step, results appear. Winners don't wait to feel confident. They act, and confidence grows from action. Winners don't wait to be perfect. They act, and perfection comes later. Winners don't wait for luck. They act, and luck finds them on the way. So the question is simple. Do you want to be a dreamer or a doer? Let me tell you a story. There was a young man named Daniel. He wanted to start his own business. He had an idea that could really work. His friends encouraged him. He even saved some money to begin. But Daniel was afraid. He thought, I'm not ready yet. I need more experience. I need more money. I need the right moment. So he waited. 1 month, then 6 months, then 1 year. During that time, someone else started the same kind of business. That person didn't wait. He didn't have perfect knowledge. He didn't have enough money. But he started. And guess what happened? That man's business grew. People trusted him. Customers came. Step by step, he became successful. Meanwhile, Daniel was still waiting, watching, planning, dreaming. His chance was gone. His fear had stolen his future. Here's the truth. The world doesn't wait for you. If you don't act, someone else will. If you don't use your idea, someone else will use it. And then you will sit there, full of regret, saying, that could have been me. But regret doesn't change the past. Action is the only thing that changes the future. Now, let me tell you the opposite story. There was a young woman named Sophia. She also had an idea for a small business. She wanted to sell handmade jewelry online. But unlike Daniel, she didn't wait for the perfect moment. She didn't have much money. She didn't know everything about marketing. She didn't even have professional tools. But she had one thing that Daniel didn't have, the courage to act now. So, with her phone camera and a free website, she started. Her first pictures were not perfect. Her first products were not perfect. Her English was not perfect. But people still bought from her because she was real, she was active, she was there. Every week, she learned something new. How to take better photos. How to talk to customers. How to improve her designs. She made mistakes, but every mistake became a lesson. 1 year later, Sophia was running a successful online store. People followed her on social media, trusted her brand, and loved her work. All because she didn't wait. Her secret was simple: action first, improvement later. She understood that winners don't wait for confidence. Confidence comes after you act. So the lesson is clear. If you start today, even small, your future will thank you. If you wait, your future will punish you. Many people believe they must be ready before they begin. They wait for more knowledge, more money, more confidence, more time. But let me tell you the truth. You will never feel 100% ready. Think about it. Were you ready for your first job? Were you ready for your first big decision? Were you ready for all the changes in your life? No, but you still did them. And that's how you grew. Readiness is an illusion. It's fear wearing a nice mask. Fear says, you need more preparation. But what fear really means is, stay safe. Don't risk. Don't act. The winners know the secret. Readiness comes after you start. You become ready by doing, not by waiting. A child doesn't wait to walk until they are ready. They fall, they try again, and step by step they learn. A student doesn't wait until they know perfect grammar before speaking. The brave ones start speaking with mistakes, and soon they improve. So, if you are waiting for the right moment, understand this. The right moment is now. It will never be easier tomorrow. It will never be safer tomorrow. It will never be clearer tomorrow. And every day you wait, your dream becomes weaker, and your fear becomes stronger. Fear always feels big. It feels like a mountain standing in front of you. But here's the truth. You don't need to climb the whole mountain today. You just need to take one small step. Small actions are powerful. Read one page. Speak one sentence in English. Do one push-up. Record one short video. Alone, these actions look small. But repeated every day, they change your life. Fear hates small steps. Because every small action makes fear weaker. Every time you act, even a little, you send a message to your brain, I can do this. And slowly, the mountain becomes smaller. Think of water. A single drop looks weak. But drops of water falling every day can break stone. That's the power of consistency. Winners understand this. They don't wait for giant chances. They don't wait for perfect plans. They win by taking small, brave steps every single day. So the question is, what small action will you take today? Because one small step today is better than one big dream tomorrow. Many people don't act because they are afraid of failure. They imagine mistakes, embarrassment, rejection. So they stay silent, safe, and stuck. But here is the truth. Failure is not your enemy. Waiting is. Failure teaches you what doesn't work. Failure gives you experience no book can give. Failure builds strength, courage, and wisdom. Think about this. Every successful person you admire has a long list of failures behind them. The difference is, they didn't stop. They used failure as a teacher, not as a prison. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." And because he kept going, the light bulb was born. When you act and fail, you move forward. When you wait, you stay exactly where you are. Winners don't wait for a perfect plan that guarantees no mistakes. They act, they fail, they learn, they grow. And with every mistake, they come closer to victory. So remember, failure doesn't kill dreams. Fear of failure does. Most people wait for motivation before they act. They say, "I'll start when I feel inspired. I'll study when I feel like it. I'll work when the mood comes." But winners know the truth. Motivation is weak. Action is strong. Motivation is like the weather. It changes every day. Some days you feel like doing everything. Other days you feel like doing nothing. If you wait for motivation, you will waste your whole life. Action works differently. When you act first, motivation appears after. When you take one small step, your brain says, "Good, let's continue." The energy grows with the action. Think of exercise. Most people don't feel motivated to go to the gym. But once they start moving, the energy comes, the motivation grows, and they feel alive. The same with English. You may not feel like practicing, but if you speak one sentence, read one page, or listen for 5 minutes, your motivation will grow. That's why winners don't wait for the perfect mood. They create it by acting. So if you feel low today, don't wait. Just take one action. Because action builds motivation, but motivation never builds action. Comfort feels good. It feels safe. It feels easy. But comfort is dangerous because it keeps you weak. When life is too comfortable, you stop growing. You stop learning. You stop fighting. Your comfort zone is like a soft prison. The walls are invisible, but they are strong. Inside, you feel relaxed, but your dreams are dying slowly. Think about it. If you always stay comfortable, you never face fear. If you never face fear, you never build courage. If you never build courage, you never achieve anything great. Every winner knows this. Growth lives outside comfort. Confidence lives outside comfort. Success lives outside comfort. When you try something new, speaking English in public, starting a project, moving to a new place, you feel nervous, even afraid. But that is the exact moment you grow. Remember this. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Fear is the door to greatness. And the only way through that door is action. Success is not built in one day. It is built in small actions, repeated every day. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't brush once for 3 hours and expect clean teeth forever. You brush a little every day, and that keeps them healthy. The same is true for success. You don't need one giant action. You need daily habits of action. Winners understand this secret. They don't wait for one lucky moment. They build habits that push them forward every single day. A writer writes 1 page every morning. After a year, that's a book. A student learns 5 new English phrases daily. After a year, that's 1,800 phrases. An athlete trains for 1 hour each day. After a year, that's 365 hours of progress. The math of consistency is powerful. Small actions add up. They create unstoppable momentum. That is why winners don't wait. They act daily. They know that every action plants a seed. And soon, those seeds grow into results that look like magic to everyone else. But it's not magic. It's just discipline. Time is the most valuable thing you have. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose opportunities and find new ones. But when you lose time, it never comes back. Every day you wait, your dream becomes further away. Every hour you waste, your energy becomes weaker. Every, "I'll do it tomorrow," kills a small part of your future. Think about this. 1 year from now, you will either be grateful you started today, or you will regret that you waited. Life doesn't pause for you. It doesn't say, "Take your time, I'll wait until you're ready." No, life keeps moving forward. And if you stand still, you are falling behind. The winners know this. They value every hour like gold. They understand that the clock is always ticking. And that's why they don't wait. They act today, even if it's not perfect, because later becomes never, and someday becomes too late. The world does not wait for you. Opportunities do not wait. If you don't take them, someone else will. Think of technology, business, or even learning English. The people who act first always get ahead. They are the first to test, the first to learn, the first to grow. Meanwhile, those who wait are left behind. They look around and say, "Why is everyone ahead of me?" The answer is simple: because you waited. History is full of people who moved fast. They were not always the smartest. They were not always the most prepared. But they were brave enough to act before others. And because of that, the world remembers them. Life rewards speed. Not reckless speed, but decisive action. The courage to start before you feel ready. Winners know that if they hesitate too long, the door will close. So they walk through the door while it's still open. Even if they stumble, even if they fall, at least they are inside. Losers wait. Winners move. And the world belongs to those who move. Fear never truly disappears. It will always try to whisper in your ear, "Don't do it. Stay safe. Wait a little longer." But winners learn a powerful secret: action kills fear. Every time you act, you prove to yourself that fear is weaker than you thought. Every time you speak up, you break the chain of silence. Every time you move forward, fear takes a step back. Soon, the things that once terrified you become normal. Speaking English in front of others? Easy. Starting a new project? Exciting. Taking risks? Natural. Fear doesn't go away by waiting. It only grows stronger when you hide. The only medicine for fear is action. Winners are not fearless. They feel fear, but they move anyway. And after enough action, they transform fear into fuel. This is how losers and winners are separated. Losers let fear control their lives. Winners use fear as a signal to act even faster. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting despite fear. And that is why winners never wait. Now you know the truth. Waiting is the slowest way to kill your dreams. Ideas alone don't change your life. Motivation alone doesn't change your life. Only action does. Winners don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't wait for fear to disappear. They don't wait for permission. They act, and because they act, their lives transform. So let me ask you right now, are you going to keep waiting? Or are you finally going to move? This story is not just words. It is a mirror. Look at your life. Look at your dreams. Look at your excuses. Be honest with yourself. Because 1 year from today, you will either thank yourself for acting, or you will hate yourself for waiting. The choice is yours. But remember, winners don't wait. So if you are serious about changing your life, if you want more stories that push you, wake you up, and force you to act, then don't sit back. Subscribe right now. Not tomorrow. Not later. Not someday. Do it now. Because action beats fear. And this is your moment.